We are live. I wonder who's going to be in here first. I don't know. Well, that's awfully big. My chat is so large. But I'm just wondering, we're 17 seconds in and nobody's in here yet.
It ain't live yet.
No, Richard. Shh, you aren't in the bunkhole yet. Until you come into the bunkhole, you're not in the bunkhole. So who is that person speaking off camera? All right. Man, we're 42 seconds in and no viewers. I wonder who's going to be in here first. Up. Holy cow. Look at that. It's Robert Reap in the bunkhole first. And then there's Ellie. Yes, Ellie. I have to give this disclaimer. I have to. This episode of The Bunkhole is brought to you by. Yes. It's brought to you by the world famous, the spectacular, the most brilliant musicians on the planet, and the hardest working men in the universe. The Vocaloid Boys. Oh, I got a great show. King Richard is back for round 5. King Richard, my hero. One man against the county commissioners and sheriff. Ellie, you're in for a ride. Robert Reed, hang on to your belt.
Friday night.
Oh, yeah.
Don't mind my one finger.
I wonder who else is going to sneak in here. Where is that Cajun Randy at when you need him? I know he's going to be in here. Creole? Maybe. Man, do I got a show for you. Again. King Richard is back in the bunkhole.
That one finger is freaking me out.
Yeah, freaking out. All right, look at that head. Would you just look at that head? Oh, look at that head. Would you just look at that head? Whew. Welcome to Semper's Bunkhole. Oh, I can't say Semper anymore because it's just the bunkhole now. And I'm Tugga. Grab your coffee, grab your drink, grab your smoke. Just going to wait for people to get in here and say hello. As a matter of fact, I'm just waiting for somebody to, uh-oh. Do you hear that? Do you hear that? Oh, there's somebody at the bunkhole porthole. As if it's your business. How are you? Somebody is here. Is it you? As if it's your business. As if it's Mexican long hair. Is that you? The secret. Come on. The secret door ringer. Yes. Come on in, King Richard. How are you doing today, King Richard? Just all righty?
Yeah, I'm doing fine.
Welcome to the bunkhole. You've been here before, correct?
Yes, I have.
Yes, you have. And we've discussed your circumstances to a great extent. We've investigated and we're on their heels like you wouldn't believe, right?
Oh, boy.
And what do you want? What are you asking for in these county commissioner meetings?
Body cam.
What? Say that again?
Body cam.
Say it louder. Say it louder.
Body cam.
There you go. Body cams. Wait a second. Who is this? Uh-oh. Who is this as if it's your business? King Richard, do you know this man in the chat or person as if it's your business person? DC Accuracy, how are you doing? Do you know this person as if it's your business? I don't. Do you, King Richard?
Mm-mm.
I think he's a bootlicker. What do you think?
There's a lot of those.
I think. Let me detect. Wait. I detect a bootlicker with my bootlicker detector. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's dadgummit. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it as if it's you. It's you. As if it's your business. It's you. You're the bootlicker. My bootlicker detector does not lie. Tint works the chair of doom. How are you doing, my man? All right. So we're gonna have to, King Richard. We're gonna have to de-bootlickify him, right? Or her. Right, King Richard? We're gonna have to de-bootlickify that person. He says he's just a cop watcher. Okay, you're de-bootlickified. So full of it. Can you hear me, King Richard?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, good. You're still in there. I kind of asked you a question there, but you didn't answer me.
No, I didn't hear you. Sorry.
That's all right. So let me finish my cigarette. Welcome, DC Accuracy. I saw that you got a non-conviction down to DJK. The party is in the house. That's my boy, man. DJK. You're dealing with some hard facts over there, man. I don't ever surround myself with women like that. I mean, it's tough when you surround yourself with women, brother. Asking them questions, tough questions, K. Tough questions. But anyhow, we are here because we're, again, welcoming King Richard back into the bunkhole. I'm going to finish my cigarette, and we're going to, fuck it. I wanted to show some videos to you, King Richard. You want to see some video, King Richard? Well, check this one out. All right. Now, this is why you find zombies everywhere up there, right? I live in the bunkhole, 300 feet deep, safe and secure from any zombies. Like this. Oh no! Yes, zombies, I tell you, King Richard, zombies. Did you see that? She was looking all up on that cop here, only to know that the guy before her did the dick and ball shot. Sat right on that thing. I mean, that dude before her sat right on that copy machine, did a butt, dick, and ball shot. Little did she know. What did she do? Well, let's watch it again, King Richard. That was fun, wasn't it? Lord have mercy. I did not just lick that guy's butt, did I? Yes, you did. You licked his butt right there. And his testicles, too. But this is why I live down here. 300 feet deep in the abandoned coal mines of West Virginia. Yes, they're abandoned for a reason. But there's plenty of room for me and a lot of other people, too. But, see, I live down here to be safe and secure from people like this guy, right? Oh, wait. I didn't do it right. Let me get to this guy. Oh. We got to do it. We have got to do it. I'm feeling patriotic. Aren't you, King Richard? Are you feeling patriotic?
Yeah.
Exceptionally patriotic, too. So if you are patriotic tonight, Car Thief News, put your hand on your heart or salute if you're wearing a cover. Oh, the good one. Salute.
Oh, say
Put your hand on your heart, King Richard.
you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming,
Yeah.
whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave
Yes.
for the land and the home of the brave?
No, it was perfectly fine. It was perfectly good. Bravo. A lot better than the other guy. A lot better than the other guy. That now, don't you feel? No, King Richard, don't you feel all patriotic and stuff watching that guy?
Yeah, very patriotic.
Yeah, you're patriotic enough to go to the Randolph County Commissioners meeting every 2 times a month, right?
Yeah, I try to. Yeah.
2 times a month, you go in there and sit there, and what do you say? What do you ask for?
Body cam.
Body cams, louder.
Body cam.
Body cams. That's all you're asking for fuck's sake. Okay. Tent works. How are you doing? Kay Stevenson, welcome to the Bunkhole. Get your drink on. Get your smoke on. As I was saying, King Richard, I live in the Bunkhole for a whole host of reasons. Not only because government will come and take you in a brick and mortar house, like the big bad wolf blowing your doors down, right? But if you live 300 feet deep in the abandoned coal mines of West Virginia, it's hard to find you, hard to track you. Not only that, it's because of zombies like this. Oh no, King Richard. These people will get you killed. These zombies, not even people.
Wie kann man so Auto transportieren? Oh, he fährt's Vollgas. He will's Vollgas.
Yes, let this guy dig up your next excavation of your bunkhole. He can do it. This guy could wire up your home in a heartbeat. Yes, electricians. Yeah, yes. The guy that delivers your groceries, I mean, these zombies will get you killed, no matter where they're at. This is why I stay in Semper in the bunkhole. Yes, in the bunkhole. Open it. Yeah, just.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh no, not in producing the farm, the food for us. Zombies in the field. Yeah. Oh no. No, it can't go. No, don't go that way. You zombie. Oh, the ports are full. The ports are full, and these zombies
Holy
will
shit.
drown you, kill you in every which way. This is why I'm safe. Here inside the bunkhole. In the bunkhole. Let's pour some mortar, would we? Shake it up, baby, shake it up. It's in there somewhere.
Scheiße. Det er helt
Get it all.
også. Der tager jeg et op.
Crank it up. Just crank it up, buddy.
Han kan det bare dig.
It'll come out. All right. Do you see the kind of craziness we're living in? Do you see what it is like up there? It's not safe. There's critters and creatures that'll get you killed up there. All right. I say we get the hell out of here. What do you say, King Richard? You want to get out of the living room and be done with this tomfoolery of the zombies where you live? We know zombies where you live. We know creatures that are the most terrifying creatures, Joe Cole, on the planet. And I think King Richard encountered one of them, didn't you? One of them evil creatures?
Yeah, I did.
What was that creature's name?
Ooh, I think his name was Talking.
Talkington. What a horrendous creature you live with. They come to your house in the dead of night. And they take you out and they throw you in these cages, them people up there. No, you're not even people. I'm sorry. I need a cigarette. They're animals. They're hideous up there. That's why I'm 300 feet deep safe, and we are getting the hell out of here. I said, let's get the fuck out of here. All right, we're going to the horticulture room. Now, you may be... Now, I don't have you in this room, King Richard, because I want to keep you clean. Is that all right?
Okay.
All right, here we are in the Bunkhole horticulture room. Yes, one of my favorite places to be in the world. Look, isn't it beautiful? I have one person thank for it. Hey, thanks, Puff. Puff is the world's most famous horticulturalist in the world, and I couldn't do it without him. I could not do it without him. Tent Works, Joe Cole, Puff Dog comes through for me every time. I'm getting to that. Tent Works, I'm getting to it. Be patient. I got to get my shit. I got to get my medication before I go further. So I'm just going to go ahead and reach over here. Woo! Man, Puff!
Smoke weed every day.
What the? Puff, you come up with a new strain. Woo! Puff Dog, you are the man. Let me put that.
Smoke weed every day.
Let me put that over. I'll put that right there. Puff. Okay, it is 4:20 now, Joe Cool. I know you're over your sickness. I know that your ills are all gone. So I would say it is 4:20 at this point somewhere in Australia. So, if you would like to partake the Michigander, just go ahead and do it. I'm going to get off screen because guess what? Yes. Horticulture room. Yeah. Bill Nye? Bill, really? Bill, what'd you say? Oh my goodness gracious! Is that right?
On our top story, marijuana is now legal. Is now legal in Quahog, and it's made everything
What drug task
just
force?
so great.
What are they talking about? Drug task force? Drug where?
Legal.
Killer K, welcome to the bunkhole.
Legal.
Yes, weed is legal. Okay, 420 again. 420 somewhere. All right. Hey, Puff. We got a hell of a show. Puff Dog. Puff, bring it. Bring it. Puff, bring it. Bring both bags. Puff, bring them both. We got a show to do. All right, here we go. We are going to, oh no, I've got to do it. PP 13, the most disgusting, the most horrific place on the planet is Police Precinct 13. Joe Cole, step over that. Car thief news. Doc, low-hanging fruit. Oh no, the Michigander. Walk around that. Oh, you stepped right in it. I told you to walk around it, and you stepped right in it. I can't believe you stepped right in that, the Michigander. How many times you have to be through that tunnel in order to get it? Like, you need to step around that shit. Now it's stuck all over your foot. Good luck getting that off. PP13. It is the most horrific place on the planet. Let's see if we get King Richard in here. See King Richard? All right. Here I am, PP13. Isn't it a wonderfully horrible place to be? This is where they keep Steve. John D. Nicola, I knew that you were in PP13. I could hear you barking from one of them cells. But let me tell you something. I want to show you a PP13 police officer that's just having a bad day. Yes, Ellie, I do. Change the names to protect the innocent. Okay. We are going to go through the daily activity of a PP13 police officer, okay? So let's get the logo off, and I don't even know his name, he's a rookie. See, we have Lieutenant Doofus, and we know the leadership of PP13, but this is a new hire. Do we know about new hires, don't we? King Richard? We know about new hires in police departments.
Yeah, they got the same last name as the sheriff.
Yeah, the same last name, Sheriff and Son, right? Okay. So we're gonna look into the day of a rookie in PP13. Here we go. The day begins with him filling up his gas tank. Yes. His gas tank. He needs to make sure it's full so he can pull a whole bunch of people over. There's only one problem. Just one small problem. Yes, he starts off the day by filling his gas tank up, and soon after he gets on the road, he pulls over his first victim. Yes. Rookie.
How you doing? Good.
PP13. PP-13, really? You can't even train your rookie officers, right? We don't even know his name yet, and he's already fucking up. You know, a day in the life of a rookie at PP-13, it can be rigorous, and this is the afternoon training. Yeah. Air rescue. The life of a rookie cop at PP-13 is hazardous. Oh, no, you didn't rescue anybody. You didn't save a life. No, you did not save a life. It started off tough. You know, you had to fill up your gas tank, and then you pulled somebody over. That didn't work out too well for you. So you went to air rescue training, and you know, you probably broke a back. But no, he did not break his back. You know, he was on duty all day. He's a dedicated police officer. He went into his night shift, and what happened to this rookie? Home invasion? Let's go look. Oh, no. Not in the swimming pool. Back, Fido. Back. Oh, PP-13. It's just such a fucked up place, isn't it? Fell right in the swimming pool. You know, I mean, cheers. That's a life in the day of a rookie and PP-13. And PP-13, the most disgusting police department in the country. They're the ones that provide the bulletproof training. You know what I mean? Thin Blue Line Slayer, that's my boy right there. Thin Blue Line Slayer, I love you to death. Like, I mean, him and I are brothers. I mean, seriously, I love that man. Look at my bullet. That was given to me. That was given to me by a friend of mine. He was a corporal in the Marine Corps. He had passed away. And it was funny because just before he passed away, he kept on giving me shit. I just couldn't figure out why he kept on giving me these Marine Corps blankets. And, you know, he says, hey, Matt, here you go. Have this, have that, have this. And shortly thereafter, he died. You know? Okay. So we're done with PP-13, but let's take a break. It is. Have you ever wanted to smoke a little bit of reefer in the police department? Well, here is your chance. It's 420 in the PP-13 prison. Yes. Yep. All right, let's get the hell out of here. Is everybody enjoying themselves so far? Car thief, you enjoying yourself as if it's your business? I know you're enjoying yourself. Thin Blue Line Slayer just got in here. We have King Richard right there. But wait, that's just a teaser. Okay, that's just a teaser. All right, now, you know, one of my passions is the extraterrestrial, the weird and obscure. So we are going to the Bunkhole Starport. Yes, I have a starport. Look at it go. Isn't it awesome? It's my starport right here. Okay, wait, clear that. Can you clean that? Can you clean that screen off for me? I want to show you guys something. This is my starport. Oh, Snafu Bar, clean that screen off, would you? Oh. Thank you. See, I have all kinds of help here in the starport, the Bunkhole Starport, where I have intergalactic visitors. Yeah, yeah. You don't believe me? Let's see if King Richard. I don't have King Richard up on this one either, but I know King Richard is there. King Richard, do you believe in aliens? Did you say no?
No, I don't believe in aliens.
You don't believe in aliens? Why not?
Just don't really.
You just don't, huh? Well, I'm going to try to prove something to you, King Richard. There are aliens and weird shit that happens. So just sit by and enjoy my starport. Okay, oh, look, now watch. Watch. I have all kind of creatures down here that help me do everything. Yeah, they repair. Look at them go. They repair things. And they carry things. Yeah, it's all in preparation. Preparation for what? Not H. It's all in preparation for the guests. And what guests am I talking about? The intergalactic visitors. Other beings from other universes. Versailles, if you'd like to be singular. But we deal in a range of daggum aliens here, and that's why we have security at the gate. You see the security? Yeah, he's a big honking freaking security guard. The security is, you know what? That right there is what that PP-13 should be like. Keep his mouth shut, be big and strong, and shut up, right? Guard the door. Right? We have big old, this technology right here does not exist here on the planet. How do you think it got here, King Richard? How do you think this technology that I got right here got here?
I don't know.
I got it from aliens, brother. I got it from aliens. Yes. See? Them kind of aliens. Green aliens. That's the first visitor today. Green alien. Hey, how are you doing? See? Now, am I making you a believer? Power 2084, am I making you a believer yet? Green aliens? Oh, yeah, wait for it. Yeah. Here it comes. Here it comes right here, right behind me. There is our first intergalactic transport. There's thousands of aliens on that transport right outside the gate. Do you see it? Oh, here comes another one. Oh, no, that's in our interplanetary taxi service right there. That one that keeps on swooping in, interplanetary, right? We could take you to Venus, we could take you to Mars, we could take you wherever you want in the solar system with that one right there. See it? Now the other one that's just hovering, it's like a hotel, right? So they just dismount, disboard, debarkate, as they say it, right? And then they debarkate into this. This picks them up and takes them all around the world. Do you see how it's working? Do you see it? Back here, intergalactic hotel. Okay, wait, and then the one that popping in and out, that one right there, that's interplanetary. And this one right here sucks them up and takes them in the world wherever they want to. They're where these beings are going everywhere in every city. You can see them being offloaded. Them aliens. Them aliens are being offloaded in every city across America because of this one. I think Fox News is on it. I think Fox News is on the interplanetary, interdimensional alien traffic going on in this country. Right? So, what do we got? After they get here, yes, they come back on this shuttle. Yeah. Oh, there's one of them now. Look, there. He dropped them off right here.
At last, after 2,000 years of work, the Illudium Q-36 explosive space modulator. Oh, the Earth will be gone in just a few seconds. I'm going to blow it up. It obstructs my view of Venus. Where's the kaboom? There was supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom.
What?
Stolen Illudium Q-36 explosive space modulator.
Kick him off the planet.
Delays.
Get rid of that man. Put him on the shuttle and get rid of him. He's planning on blowing up the planet. That's the kind of aliens we don't want here. The ones that are going to blow up the planet. Did you hear him? Did you hear that guy? I think his name is Marvis. Marvis the alien. He said he wanted to blow up the planet because it obstructed his view to Venus. No, get rid of them aliens. We don't need them aliens in this country, right? Right, King Richard?
Yeah, they live.
Do you understand? Do you believe me now?
Yeah, that's that movie, They Live.
They live, right.
It's called me now.
Car Thief News says there are aliens in West Texas. Look up mafia lights. Yes, see, their aliens are everywhere, right? Right. Aliens are everywhere. It's amazing. So I wanted to show you this. Let me get everybody off and show you this. If you don't believe me, weird shit's happening. Watch this. Wait for it. Wait for it. Look at the perspective. There's a helicopter flying. What the fuck is that?
Wait, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, good question.
I got most of it. What is this? Is this right here or?
Oh, we got a doubting Thomas in the audience. Power 2084 is a skeptic. Line 1, I know Line 1 believes in aliens. Creatures from other lands and places.
Hold this.
What is it? That's very easy to do.
There's horrible audio because I don't have my mic, but I have no idea what the fuck that was. What are your best guess at what that was?
That's UFO.
Like, was it close or was it really, really far? Because it looked really close.
It looked really close.
It did.
It's still fucking. You know, it looked for a second like a crop duster, but it had this blue trail behind it. I don't know what the fuck. That was one of the weirdest things I've ever seen. It's like right over the valley, just over the 405.
Did you see the helicopter flying by?
Creepy.
They brought back the Zeppelin. Oh, John D. Nicola. That was much weirder.
It had to be
than a Zeppelin. I don't know, man.
Never. Like, I'm so glad, like, we caught that.
I don't think they're lying. I think they're telling the truth. What do you think, King Richard? You think they're telling the truth?
I gotta pull that right now.
I don't know.
Should we watch it again?
You don't know. Okay. Tell me what
That is
this is in the night sky, you naysayers.
Dad, that thing's a hexagon. Yeah, it's way closer than like it seems really close. It's like right there.
We don't have as much ambient light, there's no cities around.
Explain that one, Power 2084.
Dude, that thing is scary looking, man.
I can't even hazard a guess on that.
It has like a hole in the middle of it.
I know, it looks cratered.
No, but there's like a crater, and then here, look at this.
It's a bright night, too, even though we're...
Any ideas what that is? Line one? Flying stop sign? That's really
Look at that.
funny.
I know, it's a porous looking surface.
Yeah,
like,
K.
cratered
Stevens.
and-
It's aliens, brother.
look at
It's
that.
aliens. Just open your mind.
What's the green tinge on the edge? Is that your camera, or...?
No, that's the light that it's emitting.
All right, so it's emitting light, and it's got a perfect geometrical shape, yet a very porous, non-fluid, non-smooth, surface. I don't know how else to describe that surface.
Yeah. It kind of looks like an eyeball with like a ring on it.
So it looks like it's manufactured, but it looks...
It looks pretty freaky to me.
Formation-wise, looks like it's, something from geology. It just doesn't.
It's a question mark.
It's weird.
Look at the glow around it. What's that, like, greenish hue? Kaleidoscope, John D. Nicola says. I don't know. I mean, there's some freaky shit happening out here.
No, they don't. That's fucking branched off into two, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh my god! That's branched off into two.
Explain this one.
That was one. That was
Snafu
two.
bar.
Fireworks don't do that, or flares. What is that? They don't do that. That was one, wasn't it? If that joins up as a whole one again, I'm going to be freaked out. It's going together. Look at it. What the hell is it? That's being controlled. That is bizarre. Look at that.
You wonder why I am 300.
The other one's disappearing, look. See it?
Oh, shit.
It's disappeared.
Disappeared.
I bet it'll come back, though.
Whoa.
That's fireworks.
What's that?
Yeah, but fireworks don't act like that. Do they?
Not for that long.
What the? That's bizarre.
Whatever it is, I want one.
Yeah. That's supposed to be some special fireworks. That's bizarre. But it looks like it's flying around though, under control. Look, it's come back, the other one. Fireworks don't act like that. That's like, they don't go down and up. They don't go down and up.
Freaky, huh? What
Do
is
they?
it? Oh,
look,
look up
I can see them are flashing. Let's see it. Did you see it then? It's flashing up there. Fireworks don't stop and then just stand still. There it is. You can still see that little white light.
He got it. Grand
see
B
it?
transparency has solved the
Shit.
issue. Tax dollars.
That's going horizontal. It's just vanished.
Huh.
The other one, the little dot's still there.
It's still there, the little dot.
What could it be?
That's bizarre.
Oh,
that's the no. That can't happen. It can't just stop and then do that again.
No, it couldn't.
Can it? There's something weird about that. That's bizarre.
Could it keep that much in its little pods if it were fireworks? If it were fireworks, could it keep that much glitzy stuff in there? And why did it split apart and come back together and, you know...
That is bizarre.
Tell me, please, Lion One, explain it to me other than aliens. Illegal aliens, as I might add.
I get it.
Telling you. There's some freaky shit going on up top. And I don't know if anything streamers lasting that long. Something like if it was a drone, would it last that long?
I'm glad I'm recording it anyway.
It'll go away here in a minute, and then we'll get on to the next creepy fucking thing that happens on this planet. This, King Richard. Wait, is it turning? Is it turning around and coming back? Holy Star Trek. CGI. She's eating a s'more. That's some freaky shit right there.
I gotta show you something. This is all over the news right now. It's trending. Take a look at this.
Everything going on right now.
I'll watch it.
Odd enough for you. Take a look at this. The Pentagon releasing these videos of what they are calling unidentified aerial phenomena.
Holy fuck! I told you, motherfucker, there was UFOs out there. You wouldn't fucking believe me. Do you believe me now, motherfucker? I've told you all this fucking time. I know they was. Son of a bitch.
We don't know if it's for sure aliens.
I don't give a hurry, fuck.
Granny, get that off your head.
Tell you what, I'm gonna wear my motherfucking hat. They ain't gonna suck my brain out of my head. Look at that motherfucker. Look at that. That's a fucking alien. And you tell me not to wear my fucking hat? You're stupider than hell. You won't listen to me, motherfucker.
Granny, it looks like a smudge on the camera lens.
It ain't no fucking smudge on the camera lens, asshole. They wouldn't put it on fucking TV. It's a fucking UFO. And I'll be damned if they're going to suck my brain out of my head.
Granny, that's probably fake.
That's on national news, asshole. The Pentagon officially released it. They're fucking UFOs out there. I told you, asshole. I told you by fuck they was, but you wouldn't believe me. They probably the ones that started this damn coronavirus and everything else. I know it's getting close to the end of time. And motherfucker, when are you going to start believing me when I tell you something? You think old grandma is stupid, but I ain't fucking stupid, asshole. I told you.
Well, what are we going to do? What are we going to do?
What the fuck is there to do? We can't do a damn thing about it. But I know one thing, I'm going to wear my fucking hat.
Where can we go?
Where are you going to go? I wish the fuck I know where we was going to go.
Remain.
You can come into Semper's bunkhole. You can come into the bunkhole. Come into the bunkhole, Granny.
On Twitter saying the U.S. needs to take a serious scientific look at this and any potential national security implications. Reid, whose home state of Nevada is, of course, the home of Area 51, also noted that those...
See, I told you, we're going to be abducted. He mentioned Area 68. I told you, motherfuckers.
Area
and
68.
Like the other night, I told you I heard voices coming through my fucking radio, and they was going, and you like to make fucking fun of me now, you asshole. Motherfucker.
Granny got it going on now. Do you believe? Are you King Richard? Are you a believer?
No.
What do you mean, no? The aliens walk amongst us. Haven't you seen them being let free all across the country?
I ain't got my sunglasses on.
But they're everywhere.
You gotta have the special glasses on.
They're being beamed up, transported, shipped. I mean, they're everywhere, King Richard, everywhere. We can't have these aliens walking amongst us. Granny said it. All right. Let me get out of here. Because we have more important things to discuss. And stop this tomfoolery, funny stuff. Because it's deadly serious, aliens. But it's funny too, isn't it? I guess. All right. Let me take this off. This is also the head worship gear. It works multiple ways. Not only alien mind control and reading protection, but I communicate with Pope Brent I with this thing too. I mean, it's an amazing invention, but also alien made. That right here. Look. See? Look. It's alien made. That's the part right there to get you. Okay, it's alien made. Springs back. Yeah. Snafu Bar said they had to change the code. Number 68 is the code for Area 51. Right. Okay. Yes. Snafu Bar said, I hope these idiots don't shoot first. Or we'll all be cockroach food. That's right. See, Snafu Bar's getting it, King Richard. You're a non-believer, aren't you? But Snafu Bar is a believer now after seeing what I just got done presenting. Upstate South Carolina news. How are you doing tonight? The tribe is in the Bunkhole Starport, but we're going to get out of here. We're leaving. We are going to... Oh no, the town hall. Let me get myself better in perspective and frame here. I seem to have slid up. I'm going to bring this down here. Let's see how King Richard looks in here. Welcome back, King Richard. Oh, we'll just do it this way. All right. We are in the town hall, right under the Randolph County Commissioners meeting room, right? Now, doesn't this hall look like every hall you ever saw back in the day, King Richard?
Yep.
Weddings and wedding receptions. You got married from the Justice of Peace up top, and you come right down here for your wedding reception, right? Right, King Richard?
Yeah, they did do that back when I was a kid, yeah.
Right. Everybody, you had the soda pops and stuff lined up. The cream ale and orange crush, not even orange crush. It was some kind of off-brand orange pop, right? Remember back in the day?
Yeah, they used to have pop machines. We used to rob the pop out of there.
Oh, let me get you on here. Sorry. Say that again.
I said they used to have pop machines. We used to go in there and steal the pop.
Yes. You reach your finger right in between because it wasn't like the coin operated it. It was the one you lifted up, right?
Oh, no, I'm not that old.
Oh, well, excuse me.
I'm not as old as you, I guess.
Okay. This man to my right or your left is King Richard himself. He has been a one-man wrecking crew to the commissioners of Randolph County, West Virginia. And what have you been asking for, King Richard?
Body cams.
Body cams. Body cams. That's all he wants, right? So what I'm going to do. Oh, man. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a presentation. We're going to catch everybody up to speed on your story. Okay, King Richard?
All righty.
And this is what I am calling the King Richard Year-End Review. Now, this video that I put together is a conglomeration of multiple meetings that King Richard went to ask for what, King Richard?
Body cams.
Body cams. So here we go. I'm going to get you off screen, get me off screen, and we're going to go here. Oh, right here.
First, we have to hire a deputy sheriff for the Randolph County Sheriff's Office.
December
more than
2020.
Likely the last hire that I have off my term sheriff. $39,270 annually.
He's going to hire somebody.
Emphasize the use of body cams.
Canine dog for the county. It will be a dual-purpose track dog, drug dog. School starts March 15th. We have a deputy going to that training. He will then mate with an animal. They'll see who's compatible with what animal and how they take to each other. Everything's included in the price. It's just shy of $18,000. Just shy of $18,000. Just shy of $18,000. And then, of course, the vehicle's going to have to be fitted for special needs with that for the animal. And there'll be a fob on the deputy's key ring, so if he's out and he gets in trouble, he can hit that fob and that door will release and let that animal out to assist him if he's down.
And I guess what I'm going to do is, to be honest, I'm just going to keep coming back.
On the agenda, we have item G, and that's considered proposal for purchase of tasers for law enforcement. I believe the sheriff's done.
This is huge for our department. It gives us another step level in force when we're out here dealing with the public, and it's we go from our spray and physical contact to your firearm. So this will give us another step level to be able to handle people that are out of control or that we're having to deal with. That's it's going to make a big difference for our department.
All right, so I'll make a motion that we approve the purchase of the tasers for the Sheriff's Department And there's two amounts here. Now, if we pay the all, we get a discount, and it's $74,499.37.
Last time I was here the last 2 times. I just like to get it on the items in discussion. That's what I just like to get it on. And the only reason I like to get it on there is because the individual they sent to my house, he acted so unprofessional. I never seen anybody act like that.
You're going to stop, you're going to lower your voice, or you're going to go to jail.
And I would like to submit Zachary Ryan Yeager as our next entry-level law enforcement deputy sheriff.
That we approve the hiring of Zachary Ryan Yeager as a candidate for an uncertified deputy with Randolph County Sheriff's Office with a starting date of between 4/12 to 4/19 and a starting salary of $36,283.
What I want to talk about is the reason I would like the CAM is because of what happened to me.
This gentleman that I'm asking to hire is a certified officer, has nearly 20 years of experience. His name is Rocky Head, and he's very qualified, and we'd be excited to get him started.
Yo, Rocky.
I move that we approve the hiring of a new deputy sheriff and new deputy sheriff being Rocky Head as a certified probationary deputy sheriff. And we'll start out the starting salary will be $39,270.
About some dash cams, that's my big comment, dash cams for the police. I don't even know why they ain't all wearing them anyways. I mean, it's going on across the whole country.
I wanted to thank you and tell you guys we are equipped with the tasers now, which is a nice tool for someone that's hyped up on the meth and still
hyped up on the meth.
We stun them and cuff them, and it's more humane than.
I started back in November coming in about body cams on the county police. As everybody could see, when they turn on the TV, these cops in this country are out of control.
Oh yeah. Consider a purchase of new radios and mics for the sheriff's deputies. Good Sheriff, catch, speak for this. Good catch, Edward.
These are Motorola's. We currently have Kenwood radios, so I would appreciate it if you guys would approve it.
All right. Okay. I'll move that we approve the purchase of new radios and mics for the sheriff's deputies. There'll be 17 of them, and the amount of that being $23,800. All in favor? Aye.
And I came here several times and listened to people talk. In the community, need money for this and need money for that. And I came in about cams for the county sheriff's department and been told they didn't have the money and the CARES Act. Well, you know why these communities don't have no money? It's because people like Mooney, Capito, Manchin, and all of them give these big tax breaks.
Next item on the agenda is to consider wage proposals for the sheriff's deputies.
Yeah, we've run into outside agencies looking at our guys, our certified guys we've had for years, and so I put a package together for salaries to try to be competitive with other agencies.
I move that we approve the wage increase and approve this budget revision for the wages and benefits in the amount of $72,843. Okay, the motion on the floor is to approve the wage increase for the sheriff's deputies. Any further discussion? All in favor? Aye.
When I first came to the meetings, I came in regards to the body cams because of the incident in my house.
So next on the agenda is something else for the sheriff. Consider purchase of cruisers for the sheriff's department.
And says if we order right away, they should produce these vehicles in December, and we would have them probably by February. Okay. So, and then we've got about a month getting our equipment in them. So it'll be early spring. Hopefully, they'll be on the road.
So roughly $50,000 per vehicle. So $200,000 is what we're going to put in there.
Okay.
Anything over that, you're liable for.
I'll do my
Anything
best.
under that, we get back.
I'll do my best.
All right. So I'd like to have a motion to approve $200,000 for the purchase of sheriff's for 4 cruisers. Okay, I move that we approve the purchase of 4 cruisers for the sheriff's department in the amount of $200,000.
And this will be taken from the courthouse, again, the courthouse contractual line. Okay, so motion on the floor is approve the purchase of 4 cruisers in the amount of $200,000 to be taken from courthouse contractual. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Mainly came here to ask Rob a question, but since I was here, I just thought I'd make a public comment. I don't even really personally like coming to this town, but I just, like I said, I came to see Rob, and I personally can't stand about majority of the people in this county. But they probably can't stand me either, so I really don't care. But really what I like to talk about again is the cams. I mean, you see all over the country about the cams. You see even down in Charleston, West Virginia, they're even doing what they're even want to do with the cams. They're even want to start doing away with the shotguns.
Consider purchase of new cruiser for the sheriff's deputies. Sheriff.
Gentlemen, we had a deer strike October 12th, a buck deer and a doe deer. Deer both perished. Vehicle was totaled. We had a deer strike about 10 days later. Knocked the front end off of a 2014 Explorer that Zach Pingley was driving. Sergeant Cogers is the one that was knocked out prior to that. Of course, you saw probably very recently, Deputy TJ Knott's was involved in a collision, and I'm waiting on an adjuster to look at that one. What I'm asking is for permission to take the insurance money that's going to come in on the 2017 Explorer that was totaled. Take that money, and I'm asking for a little bit of help to be able to order another one. And I'm willing to work with my budget as much as I can to split the difference with you above and beyond what the insurance adjustment is.
So this was on Cogers?
This was Sergeant Cogers.
All right, so
you said you got $18,000, and of course you got round roughly 18 and $1,000.
It was $18,800, and they took a $1,000 deductible. Okay. I'm still negotiating with them for the cost of taking the equipment out of the vehicle that would have to come out of my budget. Okay. So I'm asking for that to be reimbursed. And I'm also have asked, and don't know if they're going to grant this yet, for partial or part or all of the upfitting to the new vehicle, to see if they'll give us a little bit of money for that. So I'm not sure, I haven't got an answer on that part yet, but I'm trying. And basically, I've just taken, say, $18,000. I got you a quote there for a new one is $38,000. Mm-hmm. So I would split the difference with you if I.
So the difference is $20,000. So we get
roughly
10?
Roughly $20,000.
Split the difference.
Somewhere to split the difference.
They could split something, but it ain't the fucking difference, in my opinion.
I have to work with my budget.
So we're going to take $10,000 out of courthouse contractual to help with the purchase of a vehicle.
We like him, but all right. So the motion is we approve your purchase.
They seem awfully happy, don't they?
$10,000 from courthouse contractual, because you'll have $18,000 from the insurance, and you put in 10, we put in 10. That'd be your cost of your vehicle. All right. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All right.
Thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Quit wrecking them.
No, I'm just glad no one got hurt.
I know.
Because that last one was bad.
That was a bad crash.
But he ain't going to talk down to my wife. I can just imagine if I say I went in Rob's house and talked to his wife like that, or Dave's, or Chris's, they would bring the law down on me in a matter of minutes. They would have to bury me under Tiger Rally Regional Jail.
You're going to stop, you're going to lower your voice, or you're going to go to jail.
Since November 2020, I have attended over a dozen Randolph County Commissioner meetings, using public comment to express my concerns regarding the use of body cams when it comes to the Randolph County Sheriff's Department. Over a year ago, Brian Talkington came to my house with a personal agenda and made a false arrest with improbable cause, which I found out over a year later after numerous West Virginia Freedom of Information Act requests and a great deal of resistance from the Randolph County Sheriff's Department. Magistrate and prosecuting, the Sheriff's Department magistrate and prosecuting attorney office Talking to him not only harassed and threatened my family with...
You're going to stop, you're going to lower your voice, or you're going to go to jail.
Deputies Knox and Pennington stood guard outside, but also falsified a criminal complaint. I can make this statement and back it up with 3 other witnesses, and Talkington has none. With the help of the Assistant Prosecuting Attorney Alexa Foley, Magistrate Mike Dyer, and Ben Shepard, I was denied due process in which my handicap was used against me. Since then, I have personally expressed my frustrations and concerns with Sheriff Elvin, trying to resolve this issue by even suggesting a sit-down with Talkington.
You're going to stop, you're going to lower your voice, or you're going to go to jail.
Who was too much of a coward to do so. But my efforts went nowhere. Furthermore, former Commissioner Mark Scott and Sheriff Elvin have both told me numerous occasions there was no money for body cams, but it seems as if the present commissioners have no problem handing out taxpayer money like it's candy to the Sheriff's Department to the tune of hundreds of thousands of dollars. It seems that not only body cams are needed, but also dash cams as well. By the way, vehicle collisions have occurred as of late involving the Randolph County Sheriff's Department personnel. Just recently, Deputy Knox was involved in a vehicle collision up the valley in which another individual was blamed for without any charges being made as of late, which is very odd and lucky nobody was seriously hurt this time. There was a lot of compassion shown throughout the community for Deputy Knox and K9 Hacker, but not a single apology from anyone in the Randolph County Sheriff's Office to my family, not to mention from the prosecuting attorney's office, who also threatened my wife with a criminal charge when she called them trying to straighten out Talkington's lies. By the bad actions of Talkington, who's really going to hurt somebody one of these days.
You're going to stop, you're going to lower your voice, or you're going to go to jail.
Not to mention the string of vehicle accidents lately, so much more emphasis needs to be put on training instead of continually purchasing new equipment and additional officers. In closing, a quote from Sir Walter Scott comes to mind, which states, "Oh, what a tangled web we weave when we first practice to deceive." By the way, I left a copy of the public comment, has been left with the Randolph County Commissioners. Thank you for your time.
Okay, anybody else, Sheriff?
No, sir.
All right, next item on the agenda is minutes from the last meeting.
For it. Wait
I move
for
that we
it.
approve the minutes as submitted from the
Wait for it.
Randolph County Commission meeting, which was held November 18th.
Wait, where's Bobby going? Bobby,
Bobby,
aren't
from our
Bobby,
November 18th
Bobby, aren't you going to stick around? Bobby, where are you going, Bobby?
All right, reports. Kurt?
Huh?
Okay, sir, I don't have anything.
Tina?
No, sir, I don't have anything. Thank you.
Phyllis? Anything?
Where'd Bobby go?
Right.
There's
Brenda.
Bobby.
Big
COVID.
blocking us out.
COVID spreader. Look at him go. Sneezing, hacking, coughing.
Okay, our next meeting is December the 16th, and that's our last meeting of this year. All right. That's the announcements. Okay, items for discussion. Consider approving the moving of an assessor's office employee.
I come to you today in reference to request to hire Lance Elvin as an uncertified probationary deputy sheriff. We respectfully request the approval to hire Lance Elvin as a full-time benefited uncertified probationary deputy sheriff. Due to the inclusion of Mr. Elvin on the current certified list, the sheriff appointed a hiring board to complete the hiring process. The members appointed were Chief Deputy Sharp, Captain Swisher, and myself. If approved, Mr. Elvin's beginning uncertified salary would be $40,000 annually. After successful completion of West Virginia State Police Academy and obtaining a certification, the salary will increase to $44,000 annually. Mr. Elvin was raised in Randolph County and graduated from Elvis High School.
Okay, so the motion on the floor is to approve the hiring of Lance Elvin as a full-time benefited probationary deputy sheriff. His beginning uncertified salary will be $40,000 annually, increased to $44,000 upon completion of the West Virginia State Police Academy, and it will take effective as soon as he gets his 2 weeks notice.
Yes,
right. All right. Any further discussion? All in favor? Aye. Thank you.
Thank you.
How about from
Lance Elvin?
Come on down! You're the next contestant on That Price is Right.
Who's he talking to? Who's he talking to? Could he be talking to who? He's looky here. The sheriff comes back into the room.
Anybody else on public comment?
Yes. I don't like getting cut short, Dave.
You have 5 minutes to speak. 5 minutes are up. That's it. 5 minutes are up.
That's fine, but you let people.
5 minutes are up. I kept the clock. It's 5 minutes is up.
Yeah. I am not making nothing worse. He's making it worse.
I'm not making it worse. 5 minutes is up.
Yeah, that. I'll watch out. Everybody else gets 5 minutes, Dave.
Go right ahead. 5 minutes is up.
Yeah, thank you, Ken Keesley.
To have a.
You're going to stop. You're going to lower your voice, or you're going to go to jail.
Right, King Richard, what do you have to say about that year?
Amazing.
Okay, you started off with the last sheriff, right? That was at the beginning of that video? And he's the one that sent Talkington on you.
Yeah.
And then Bobby come in there at the end, or at the beginning of the year, right?
Yep.
And you've been talking to Bobby for this whole time about getting body cams, phone calls and communication, and about how you were treated.
Yep.
So, how many meetings do you think you've been to last year?
15.
15? And every time you go to these meetings, what do you ask for?
Body cams.
Body cams. Everybody say it. Body cams. How hard the fuck is it, right? All right. So we start a spending spree as soon as this former magistrate, who resigned as a magistrate, Bobby did, under disgrace, because he was using his position for personal gain, right?
Sure was.
Sure was. And that comes right down from the investigative Supreme Court Judiciary Review Board, right?
Yeah, the JI.
Yes, right from the people themselves that judge on judges, right? So it is fact, right? That he's a scumbag. He was a scumbag fucking judge. Now what? He ran for what? Sheriff. Oh, what could a county commissioner bunt full of slime balls want but a crooked sheriff, right? No, I'm not going to have you answer that. That's my opinion. These people knew what he was about, and we haven't even gotten into the mayor of Elkins yet, 25-year retired FBI agent. Now, do you see why you want a sheriff that can be easily corrupted? He proved himself to be Bobby Elbon to be dependably corrupt, right?
Terribly.
Right. Dependably corrupt. So, right, Line One criminals. Okay. So they go ahead and they start off right after you said, hey, body cams, they start off by spending here and spending there, right?
They're spending all over.
Hiring and hiring and hiring. Did you notice Baby Elbon got paid thousands of dollars starting off? Then even Rocky did. Did you see that?
I got all kinds of.
Rocky. Rocky, right? Rocky got paid $36,000 starting off. Why did Elbon start off at $40,000? Lance with a Z, apparently. Oops, I misspelled his pinhead name. I mean, I misspelled his name, and I saw you laughing at that bald pen. Was that what you were laughing at, King Richard? That picture?
Yeah, that was. Yeah.
Did you like that? I hope everybody got it, especially down there in Elkins and Randolph County. I know you people, I know you people in leadership aren't the smartest folk, but I hope you got that representation of what I was trying to say there, right? Okay, and I hope if I'm ever in front of you, Your Honor, take it with this comedy, please. Because I'm probably going to end up in front of you if I get arrested by Talkington, right? So, just laugh it off as a joke, okay? Please. And me and King Richard mean no ill intent. We are comedians. We love to laugh, don't we, King Richard? We come in peace. We're just asking for what? What are we asking for?
Body cams.
Body cams, everybody, body cams. It isn't that fucking hard. Bobby, county commissioners, which I really haven't gotten into, but I will. Oh, believe me, I will. So, do you have anything else on the year in review of what you've been through? I'm going to let you have the floor while I take a 420 moment. And I would suggest you take a 420 moment too. So let me know what you have to say about your experiences down there, and then you let it rip, brother.
I don't know. It's unbelievable, the amount of corruption, the amount of ass, and the amount of bootlicking, and the amount of non-consideration for taxpayers, the real taxpayers, and the amount of police brutality, police untrained buffoon cops. I don't know what I can say, really. It's just I've never seen a county like Randolph, West Virginia. It is unreal. It's the end of the road. I've never seen officers act like these buffoons act. I don't know what else to say.
I'm going to add this. King Richard, you're one of the bravest men I've ever met in my life. You go in there, you wheel yourself in there, and you knock them fucking dead, man. You speak your mind, because right is right and wrong is wrong. You've tried to deal with these people in a nice, calm fashion, but every turn they lie to you, they deceive you, they steer you in the wrong way. They're fucking with you. They fucked with your life. They destroyed your life. They ruined your business because of the false, trumped up domestic charges that Talkington Pat got on you. And then they forced you, because you're handicapped, to plead out to that bullshit, because you needed your caretaker. You were in a hospital bed being taken care of because you were not allowed to go home. Because Talkington, not your wife, not your mother-in-law, not your son, Talkington put the domestic charges on you and tried to intimidate your woman, your caretaker, to kick your ass out in the street. That's what it is. So what did you do? You spent 15 days, roughly, in the hospital because you had no other caretakers. The only person that's been your caretaker your whole life is your wife, which you've never touched. Ever. So what they said is either you plead out to this and we'll let you go back to your caretaker, or we're going to put your ass in jail and let you, we're going to get you on the street somehow and then see who is going to take care of you. Them slimy sons of bitches. Now you want to talk about Talkington and how bad and evil and mean I am to these people, but no, they're the ones that are completely fucking evil. Okay, I'm going to take another 420 moment. You go ahead, brother.
Yeah, they like the victim villain and villain the victim. Yeah, they just basically said if I didn't plea, I just go. I didn't have no care. I had to go home without no care. These are the most vicious, devious, deceitful, backstabbing sons of bitches you ever met in life, man. I've never met such low down pieces of fucking garbage in
There you go, brother. Let it hang, man. Let it hang. There you go. Keep it going, man. This is the Bunkhole. We speak the truth here, and we love the First Amendment.
Where I grew up around real cops, right across the street. I mean, within 15 feet from real cops, not these fucking buffoons. They shouldn't even wear a badge. Elbin. What the hell is he? All he is a suck the commissioner's fucking cock to get what he needs. And then he has officers don't even know what they're doing. And now I'm not the first person they done this to. They done it to a lot of other people. A lot of other people. And people don't love the cops fucking Elbin said they do.
Yeah, that's right. And the thing is, see, we've seen the year in review, right? We saw what they spent the money on last year. There's a whole bunch of more stuff here that we haven't disclosed, right? We have not talked about on the show everything that we know and everything that you know. You know so much more than I do. And we're going to get to it. I told you from the very first day that you're not alone in this, brother. And you know, it's funny. I get up about 2 a.m. this morning, and I, you know, I'm 2 a.m. morning things, but I couldn't go back to sleep. So I get on my computer because I was working on this show, and it's 2 a.m. and I'm sitting here. I just sit down and I get a ding on my phone. Who could be dinging me at 2 a.m.? I look down and it's King Richard sending me some images, right? And I'm like, yes, you go, King Richard. You're up. I said, oh, you're still up? LOL. And I love this man. I'd walk through the fucking valley of the shadow of fucking hell for this motherfucker. You understand? These motherfuckers down there don't know who they teamed up. Right? This man right here is doing FOIA requests out the wazoo, and they keep on denying them. And I want Audit Dem to get involved because I need some advice. We need some advice on FOIA requests. I had already reached out to Audit Dem. I talked to him a little bit, but he helped me out a little bit, and I thank him very much. But I think that we need some advice from a FOIA master, don't we, King Richard?
I guess I said I got about 12 inches of papers of FOIA requests. Even the commissioner told me that I was pounding them with FOIAs, burying.
Yes, we love FOIA requests, don't we? Okay, and we were talking about the last show that I did. Remember, we went through Elbon's election fundraising. You had gotten Elbon's fundraising documents from Freedom of Information, correct? How much money he raised, what he spent it on, who donated to him, right?
Yep.
Okay. Now you don't have to say anything, but I am going to say something. And I've been thinking about them documents. Remember, there's like $30-some thousand in there at any given time, but the donations, and a lot of them were blank, who donated and how the money was gotten. And we couldn't figure out why. Why he has 30-some thousand, 20-some thousand, whatever he had in there, and he wasn't showing it on the left side. So, King Richard, what did you do? What did you do?
Well, I filed a complaint.
You filed a complaint on who and for what?
For Elbin.
Where was the money going? You're breaking up a little bit, but that's all right. I understand you, and if you break up, I'll correct and I'll fill it in. So you filed a complaint with the Elections Commission, or?
Yeah, I filed a complaint with the Elections Commission, and I just want all of the money. Show me the money. Show me the money. Right? See. King Richard is a beast. That's why I call him King. Okay, now. So how did they respond to you? Agreed.
They agreed. They agreed to disagree. They agreed wholly. They were like, holy shit, where is the money and who donated it and where was it spent? We could see it was spent on signs and advertisements and some T-shirts and some, Sheriff Elbon for sheriff, right? Bobby Elbon for sheriff, right? So we saw where he spent it to a great degree, correct? But we don't know how he raised it. Where did this boom? Unless he donated it himself. And if he donated it to his own campaign, wouldn't he have to say that in the left that he donated such and such to his own campaign, right?
Yeah.
So what you did is you sent a complaint and you sent the documents too, didn't you?
Yeah, I sent a complaint and the campaign finance report.
Campaign finance reports, correct. See, they think that we're like, don't look at this. Maybe the mainstream media, the ones that's in your pocket down there at the Intermountaineer, is it called?
Yeah, they.
Maybe they won't report on this shit, but we will. That's the beauty why we kick their ass. That's why shows like mine and the auditing community, not community, auditors, people who actually investigate criminal activity at an organized level at the state, local, and federal level. We're going to root this shit out, me and you, King Richard. Is that all right?
All righty.
And there's a lot more to come. Okay. So the elections board said, yeah, there's something fishy here, and they're going to get to it. They're going to look into it, right?
Yep.
Did they say they were... Did they say they were going to get back to you?
Yeah, they had the county clerk and check on some information and see where old Crooked Elvin was hiding money.
All right. Anything further in the year in review, King Richard? Do you have anything else that was presented in that year in review video that you want to touch on?
Nah, just body cam.
Yeah, just body cams, man. Give me the body cams. All right.
Oh yeah, it was pretty pathetic. Elbin at the last meeting said that they have transparency, and we asked for body cams. But
okay, wait, we're going to get to that, King Richard. We're going to get to that.
Oh, okay.
We just did the year-end review, what they spent the money on last year. Let's see what they do this year. The first thing would probably be what, King Richard?
Body cams.
Body cams. You would think that they would start off with body cams, right?
Yeah.
This year, I mean, they spent $200,000 on cruisers. They spent $72,000 on tasers. They spent $28,000 on new radios. They spent like hundreds of thousands of dollars on new employees, including Lance with a Z. Penn. We'll just call him Penn, if you know what I mean. So, because the rest of them were bald. For whatever reason. But anyhow, I want to say one more thing about that video, and I want to know if anybody can tell me what they heard. See, I listen, and what these people in the FBI and the Sheriff Department, Police Department, County Commissioners, is I have my headphones on and I listen to every fucking thing. And just to prove how much I'm paying attention to you fuckers, in the middle of Elbon's little speech in the year in review, did anybody listen closely? Don't pay attention to what the son of a bitch says. Listen to what's in the background. Now, I'm going to play this video, and I've slowed it down so that you could hear it. Now, what time are these county commissioner meetings, King Richard?
What'd you say?
What time do these county commissioner meetings happen?
1:30.
1:30 in the afternoon. Really? Okay. Tell me what you hear. I'm going to shut me off. I'm going to shut you off. Tell me, people, the tribe, Thin Blue Line Slayer, K. Stevens, and you, King Richard, guess. What do you hear in this video? Okay, what did you hear in that video? Did you hear anything? Did anybody hear anything in the background? Don't listen to him. Listen to what's in the background. I'm going to play it again. Can anybody tell me what they heard in the background? Anybody? And it's a delay, King Richard. So if anybody heard anything, it'll be a couple seconds before they answer. But I'll play it again in the meantime. Listen. Does anybody hear anything in the background? Do you want me to give it up? Do you think anybody's going to be able to get it? Well, I'll tell you. Fuck it. Doctor Who's TARDIS. No, not Doctor Who's TARDIS. But as soon as I say it, you're going to go, ah, yeah. And then you're going to say, why? Does anybody hear little dots and dashes? Something like listen again. Listen again. What the fuck was that? King Richard, do you know what that was? That that was. Did you hear it?
Hard to make out.
It is hard to make out. Yes, K. Stevens says yes. What is what is that? At 1:30 in the afternoon. It's old school. It's called Morse code. And the only reason why I know that because I'm a radio man. You see, I carried a grick, as they called it, a prick 77 on my back as a jarhead. I was trained in Morse code, and it isn't Morris, M-O-R-R-I-S. It's Morse, M-O-R-S-E, code.
Morse.
But that's all right, Thin Blue Line Slayer. I love you, brother. Okay. The safety dance. The tribe. The tribe heard the safety dance. You can dance if you want to. You're no friend of mine, you know. But anyhow, let's listen to it this way. Here we go. Let's listen to it this way. Okay. I know Morse code. I know Morse code. So I listened to it tight. I broke it down. And it said this. I'm going to do it again. What does that spell? What does that spell? I only got 3 letters out of the Morse code that I could distinguish. Now, there was a little bit more Morse code in there that I couldn't get out. But it was I'm sorry. Let me do it again. It says it right here. W 4. That was a distinct W44. I'm sorry, 549. W449. W. W449. I'm sorry, I had 4 letters. W449. Now, I looked W449 up on Google. And there were 2 definitions of W449. One definition was about data transferring, data links, right? And the other one was about enforcement. I'm not sure exactly. I'm not going to show it to you, but, it's a far-fetch, is what I'm saying. But the overall question is, how did they pick the Morse code up in order for it to be rebroadcast on YouTube? That tells me that they have a wireless mic system and their frequency was really close, or the signal of the Morse code was so strong that it bled over onto the signal of the microphones. So either you have somebody down there operating a fucking little ticker with Morse code, or there's a guy down there somewhere, person that has the capability of producing that Morse code at 1:20, 1:30 in the afternoon. Does that make any sense does that make sense to you, King Richard? Isn't that an interesting question? What kind of fucking psychops, what kind of operation you got going on down there in Randolph County?
Bunch of not.
And why am I getting Morse code in my daggum council meetings? I surmise that, yes, ham operator. Yeah, a ham operator would do that, right? I agree. But how many ham operators are down there at 28,000 population?
Maybe it's...
I could see a ham radio interfering at the frequency, the bleed over frequency. You change the dial on the radio, you get halfway in between. You hear one radio station and the other. It's called bleed over, right? You get a half of one channel and then the next second this one comes in until you get to the full number of the frequency that you're at. What are your thoughts, King Richard?
I don't know. Somebody, City Hall.
I'm sorry, I missed that. You're breaking up a little bit.
I said it might be City Hall.
It might be in City Hall. Somebody like a secretary with a little thing on her desk, right? That would be funny. Is it that back country that we don't got telephones and shit in this fucking county anymore? What the hell? We still communicating via Morse code? Like the stagecoach is coming and shit?
Never know.
The tribe says there are a lot of ham operators, especially in rural areas. I agree. I know all about ham radios. I know all about most all old style radios. I used to listen to Paul Harvey way up on the mountains in the middle of Norway. Paul Harvey was great. And that's the rest of the story, right? Great, fantastic. But it's an interesting question to ponder. And it may just hit close to home. And it shows you that I'm watching and listening to everything you dirty, rotten motherfuckers are trying to pull down there. Okay. The Cajun, raging Cajun Randy, where the hell have you been? I've been waiting for you all day. I mean, goodness gracious, you're way late, but that's all right. You're here and you're safe. And you learned a little bit about Morse code. Now, Thin Blue Line Slayer and I were talking earlier, and I told him, you know, if you're ever on a Titanic type of ship and that ship rolls over on its top, you know, top heavy, and you're up on the bottom of the boat and you hear them, the workers who are trying to rescue you, all you have to do on the hull is take a piece of metal and go tap, 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 tap. That's SOS in Morse code. ... dash, 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 ... Morse code for SOS, distress. And Thin Blue Line says to me, why not just pound the fuck out of the hull? Okay, that makes sense, right? Why do you have to go through SOS? They'll hear you if you just pound. But it was a fun story anyhow. Cajun Randy said he just saw the notification. I get it. But you need to be stick to your computer, like, more. Because I only come on very often with important shit. The SS Poseidon. Yes, Cajun Randy. The Poseidon. Okay. So we've gone through the year in review, right?
Yes.
Yes. Now let's get to what we want to hear. What did they do this year? Let's find out what they did this year, okay? Do you think they spent money on body cams? How many people think they spent money on body cams? We'll see.
First, we have public comments.
Richard DeBox.
Richard, what do you got for us today?
I'm not too scripted today, so if I go past 5 minutes, you just have to let me know. Okay. I just wanted to, again, talk about cams. I just want to make it crystal clear to everybody. Anybody I mentioned during my speeches, if they were sitting here right next to me in the chair, I say the same thing, unlike some other people. And if I make some people upset, I'm not going to really apologize. That's the way it's going to be. I think I sent some stuff to the commissioners and to the sheriff about body cams, and they're getting body cams over there. They're getting body cams all over the country. I just feel there's a lot of money for body cams here, and I just don't know the reason nobody's getting them. Every time I bring it up, I get totally ignored. I've tried for over a year, almost going on 2 years. I personally feel there's little bit, way too much favoritism to law enforcement. That's my opinion. With the exception of the Commissioner Seisler, if I pronounce your name right. If I didn't, I apologize. And I have no grievance against you. I don't even know who you are. But, and the sheriff, who has been the most transparent guy I've dealt with in all the 21 years I've been here, I got to give him credit for that. The rest of the people mostly I dealt with in the past have been totally incompetent. Most of them are just there to milk at the system and for free publicity. It seems like out there in the community, since I've gotten hurt and I had to deal with it, before I was just didn't bother anybody, it seems like 50% of the population is barely surviving in Randolph County. The other 40% don't care. And the other 10% are right here in town that all stick together. What happened to me, everybody's aware. Talkington, Knox, and Pennington come out my house. Talkington came in there with an agenda. I don't know what his purpose was or why he had anything against me, but he did. I got a charge I shouldn't have got. My family got harassed and threatened. I don't know how many other people he's done that to. I got no idea. Then I went across the street to the magistrate, the Dyer and Shepherd. And
drank a lot of
they
water.
all stick together.
Drank
and
a
I
lot
went
of
to
water.
the prosecutors who helped them, Parker and Poling, which I don't even know how they even have a law degree, either one of them, but I guess they do. And because if all these people were in any type of real justice system, they wouldn't even be relevant. But anyways, they all rounded the wagons and stuck it to me. So there I am, and that's why I keep coming back. In closing, I'll keep attending meetings, trying my best to get cams, and I'm going to tell everybody I can about the injustice system here in Randolph County. And I thank you for your time and attention.
All right. Anyone else for public comment, Sheriff? Okay.
No, sir.
Okay, we'll move on next.
Watch
Okay, next we have,
this
report.
slimy son of a bitch right here. Oh,
Rick,
he's a
Rick, you have
slimy
anything?
fucker.
Well, on behalf of Congressman Mooney, congratulations on becoming president of the commission. And I'll make this brief.
You're fine.
I do love everybody here.
And we love you too.
Well, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. As always, our office is always ready to help when it comes to grant applications. So if y'all find a grant that you would like to pursue, just let us know. We'll be more than happy to get a letter of support. Otherwise, be safe out there. It's getting colder. Get your bread and milk and other things that you might need. But congratulations again. It's a pleasure always to be with y'all, as it is to be with all the county commissions and city councils and everybody. I really enjoy helping constituents whenever possible. So, but thank you for allowing me to speak. Is there any questions you might have of me? Or
No, they don't have anything. Maybe give you a yell, wanting money.
Well, you know how that goes. I mean, a lot of people think I bring a checkbook, and unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. It goes around.
Tom Stark.
Yeah, well,
it goes a reach around. Did you just say?
Of course, you know how that goes. Now that I have a security detail. So, but I don't know the transparency issue. I haven't looked at that, but I'd like to second what you said about the sheriff on transparency, and also I hear lots of great things in the community about his Facebook page, keeping the citizens up to date, and also I think he's doing a good job. And if we can do anything to help his agency, let
He's
us
the
know.
representative of the
Sheriff.
Oh boy.
He was the representative of Congressman Mooney. Yes, the
I
representative.
just want to say a couple. I gotta read this year-end report. I just want to go over real quick with you guys on some numbers. We did apply for a body cam grant. It was denied. Staying transparent. Trying to.
What a joke! What a joke! Even these people are laughing at this doofus.
We did that. I talked to Peggy Ross, who wrote the grant. She said we were denied. She can't really tell me why, but that was the outcome of that one. So I guess we'll look again. We'll try to find something else.
No body cams this year.
For funding.
No funding for body cams. No, we tried to get a grant for body cams. Yes, body cams. We were really looking at body cams, but we just couldn't get the grant.
31st, 2021 activity for our department. We answered 5,233 calls last year. That's up 8% from the. Most of these numbers are comparison to 2019 because my predecessor had pulled contact back in 2020 because of COVID and when it was hitting and when it was all new. So he had only had contact with folks when it was a dire need that the deputies need to interact. So a lot of these numbers are kicked back to 2019 stats, but we investigated 463 cases last year. 715 offenses in those 463 cases. Misdemeanors, there were 569. That was up 2%. And felony offenses were 146. That's down 16%. So at least the felony numbers weren't so great. We made 215 arrests of 215 individuals. That was up 2% from the year before,
These are down by 16%. That ain't good.
For 339 offenses, that's up 4%. We made drug arrests. We made 62 of those in 2021.
62? Is that all?
273 collisions, and 176 of those resulted in accident reports. The other 97% or 97 reports were done, like exchanges between the drivers, where we have an exchange information. We made 1,296 traffic stops last year. That's up 153%.
153%.
And we that's up 21% from 2019 activity. We issued 314 citations. That's up 114%. And for 394 violations, that's up 97%. We wrote 360 warnings. That was up 147%.
147.
2020, down 34% from 2019. Civil process, the deputies done 172 of those. Where our process server didn't do them, we done them, and those included 69 writs of execution where we take people's property to settle a debt, and 103 misdemeanors. We done 76 transports last year. That was up 25% from the year before. 27 of those were mental hygiene hearings, where we had to take someone to a hospital.
They were crazy, Your Honor.
Total activity with traffic stops, 6,529 incidents where the sheriff's office investigated or was involved with people around the county. And I think that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sheriff. And I just want to say that I'll never say I'm sorry for supporting you or your deputies. And because until someone walks in your all shoes and see what you guys got to put up with on a daily basis, then that's why I will always support law enforcement.
We appreciate the commission's support. You guys have been good to us. That's the public can see that, and from that you can see the activity that comes from it when they have the equipment and the tools they need to do the job. These guys are dedicated. They love this county. They love the people of this county, and we'll continue to work to do the job every day.
Thank you.
Thanks. Sheriff, you have.
Mr. Gentleman, I respectfully request approval to hire Richard Cox. Sean's giving me the eyeball right now.
Cox!
Because,
We're going to hire a Cox.
He's a county employee and basically be a transfer over to us. And if he's approved, his starting pay would be $26,644.80 annually. He's currently a 911 telecommunicator. And there would, the way I see it, be no need to put him on a probation period because he's just transferring from one agency to another within the county system, unless you guys disagree with that. He has multiple certifications, prior training experience as a court security officer, and can go to work on February 7th if approved.
Okay.
He's got to give his previous employer a 2-week notice.
Yeah, he let me know yesterday. So you don't you sit down there and get one-sided.
Might still talk him into working part-time.
Well, he actually said if the commission was okay with it, he would still consider to do part-time PRN if we needed coverage and if he was off for a holiday or the weekend.
They might send some deputies up to cover before you found someone. I said might.
Do you not want us to do this?
Yeah, what's up to Sean?
No, I mean, I wish him well. He's bettering himself for his family so he can be home in the afternoon. So I completely support it. So
he can be home in the afternoon. I'm supportive.
I'll let the ex-state trooper make this
It ain't that funny, guys. Guys, would you shut your fucking mouths? Don't you just want to
You just want to show them mad at me. I'll make a motion to approve the hire of Richard Cox as a full-time benefited court
Dick
security officer with pay $26,644
what a perfect fucking name, right?
Annually for him to begin work on
the
Monday,
Blonde Slayer is on top of it.
2022.
And no probationary period?
No probationary period.
He can step in and go right to work.
He can go right to work. He's certified, got all that. And this is in tune with our process server after 26 years retiring. So they're going to pick up that extra work and to be out serving papers, and I'm going to have to send somebody for training for the trash complaints, what people call it, on litter control.
Yeah.
One of those guys or two will probably do that training so that we can address those issues as they come up.
Do you have anybody on your list to interview or anything, or you need to advertise?
I opened up after he come to me because we actually had a dispatcher step down from full-time status to PRN. He was kind of an extra, so it didn't really hurt us, but I was trying to fill that spot. So I have advertised that we are hiring for dispatch.
Yeah, they had to advertise.
I saw you advertising on Facebook.
It's going to Cousin Nellie.
Okay, we got a motion on the floor to approve the hire of Richard Cox as a full-time benefited court security
Cox
officer.
is getting
with a
hired.
pay of $26,644.80, and he will bid work on February 7th, 2022.
No probation. No probation.
Yeah, no probationary period. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All right. King Richard, you are that's why I call you king. You are the king, man. You stepped up in there and said, I don't care what anybody thinks about me. What about the what? Everybody? Body cams. Right? And what did they just get done doing?
Ask body cam.
Go ahead.
They're asking for body cams.
You asked them for body cams. No, you got to say it like you mean it.
They're asking for body cams.
Right. Like you've been doing for like forever and a day. So he gets up there. He gets up there and he says, we asked, what was her name? What did we give her name? The little secretariess that did the grant for the body cams, that she said that, no, they turned us down. Ellie, not Ellie. Ruth, what's her name? Barbara. Yeah, that woman, right? The sheriff gets up there and says, first off, because King Richard just let off with what? King Richard said, I want starting off the new year, January 22nd of 2020. I want what, King Richard?
Body cam.
Body cams. He's yelling it at the top of his fucking lungs at this point. How much ever lungs capacity you have, and you have a very large lung capacity, right?
I try to.
Right. I mean, not everybody can quote Longfellow like you. Huh? But anyhow, he gets up there and he said, sorry about them body cams. We asked for a grant, but couldn't get it. Sorry. But we want to hire this guy at $26,000, and we need this and we need that and we need this money and we need that money.
Same thing.
I'm going to do a Pope rant on these people. What the fuck is the matter with you people? Seriously. What is wrong with you people? Are you just that fucking stupid? This man had a traumatic experience at the hands of your fucking goon. And you don't have the balls enough, the man enough. Of course, we know you aren't a man. Elbon and baby Elbon, you're lesser. How did you get your fucking job? You dick. What you are is a dick hanger-oner because you're hanging on your daddy's dick.
Harry.
At $2,000 or $3,000 starting salary, higher than anybody else that got hired, including Rocky last year. How does that work? And how are you going to discipline that little puppy of yours if he does something wrong? If you ever discipline any of your fucking people. I ain't playing around. Neither is King Richard. Do you understand this show by now? I know you're watching me. I know you're watching us. I know this. That's why I say the things that I say and what I do. But guess what? We're watching you, and we're going to be out there. Springtime, if you understand war and combat, not saying that we're going to war, but using principles. I mean, you could use war principles through your life, right? Warlike principles. Not that you're going or being violent or anything, the tactics thereof, the guerrilla style auditing tactics, nonviolent, First Amendment, freedom of speech, protest, guerrilla style warfare is coming at you peacefully. And we're just going to go down the sidewalk, and I might push King Richard every once in a while. He got some pretty strong arms. And we're going to show up, and we're going to look through your windows, and we're going to see what's going on inside. And you better beware. I'm letting you know this right now. I understand guerrilla tactics. You shouldn't let them know, but I'm letting you know this little tactic right now. We're watching you. Peacefully from a public sidewalk, harming nobody, enjoying the walk and stroll, or roll, if you want to say King Richard is rolling, because King Richard rolls, baby. That man rolls in there and knocks you down, and you people are standing. You people have mobility like he doesn't, but he's in there knocking you guys down, and it's a hoot. He's putting you to shame. Don't you understand? The last year, the man's gone in there peacefully, spoken his mind, and you done nothing but fucking slight him. Oh, fungu, you motherfuckers. That's what you're saying to him and everybody else in your community. Tasers and force compliance and them hyped up meth heads. You had 16% less felonies in your county, and you said that was a bad thing, Sheriff. Don't you think in his King Richard, don't you think in his year-long synopsis of how many criminals he was involved with, that a decrease of 16% felony arrests would be a good thing?
In the real world.
He goes, that's not so good. What? It was 16% less felonies, but you're pulling people over at 150% higher rate. So let's say this. Let's do numbers, if your numbers are correct. If you're pulling 150% more people over in a year, but you're getting 16% less felonies, that tells me that there ain't no crime going on in your fucking county, right? Normal shit. So, you say you had, 86 or 64 drug arrests out of 28,000 people? Wow, you really have a meth head hyped up fucking place down there, don't you, King Richard? Does that sound normal? Only few, you would think like maybe 300 people were arrested for meth, being hyped up on meth and shit, right? You're talking, say 30,000 people, you arrested less than 100. That percentage is pretty fucking low for the crimes that you're arresting for, right? And if you're pulling 150% more people over, which he said, and harassing them, pulling them out of their cars, searching their cars for drugs, don't you think that their drug arrests would go up with, especially felony arrests, instead of go down? So his number, see, I'm watching you motherfuckers. I'm putting your numbers together, and your law enforcement isn't matching your crime at the end of the year report.
Yeah, that's like...
We are watching you. All of us are watching you at this point. That's another thing that you sons of bitches don't get. It isn't now just me and King Richard carrying the fucking torch. It's you people. Cajun Randy and the Tribe and Thin Blue Line Slayer, Kay Stevenson. I mean, it goes on. There, I got 5,000. That's all it needs started, right, Richard? 5,000, and let's roll with this. Thin Blue Line Slayer, Kay Stevenson, right? Ellie. Line 1, HPR, Granby Transparency. John D. Nicola. Upstate South Carolina News. We Snafu Boy, we come from around the world are coming at you, motherfuckers. Peacefully. Non-violently. If you happen to call this sheriff's department or police department, please do not threaten or anything like that. I mean, I'm not advocating any calls. I don't do that. I don't call for action. I'm not advocating that. Please do not call. But I know you are free people. You get to choose what the fuck you want to choose. All I ask is if you choose as a free person to let Baby Elbon and his goons, because I'm saying baby now because baby's being groomed, right? So we'll just call it the whole thing Baby Elbon and the bunch, okay? That sounds good. Baby Elbon and the bunch. They want to fuck around, we're going to fuck around. They want to fuck your life, we're going to fuck around. We're going to do things peacefully, constitutionally, and we're going to keep an eye on you. You are government. You work for us. Don't ever get that turned around, which you obviously have. You treat this man with disgust when he gets in there, and he doesn't fucking rail and rave like I am. No, he's kind of gotten free in the bunkhole because in the bunkhole, we are free. Baby Huey Elbon. Right, Cajun Randy.
Baby Huey.
Okay. Frankie the Fixer, what's going on? Jarhead, Semper Fidelis, brother. I hope you didn't just miss my little spiel about King Richard here and the crusade that he is on. For what, King Richard? The crusade for what?
Body cam.
Body cams. That's right. That's right.
B-O-D-Y-A-N. Body cam.
That's why I am not going to put any addresses or phone numbers up for the Randolph County Sheriff's Department. I don't need, I mean, if you're a big person, you know how to fucking use the directory. If they even call it the directory anymore, do they, Richard? King Richard?
I don't know what they call it.
Yeah. King Richard, thank you very much for being on in the bunkhole today.
All right, thank
you. Any last words on the last meeting? That was 1/22/22, correct?
Yeah.
All right, give it to me while everybody else takes a truth seeker break. I mean a 420 break.
Last meeting, come up with one bunch of fucking son of a bitches. They're rounding away, and I'm getting to them. That's all.
That's
Body
all?
cam.
Body cams, right? And you're getting to them. We're getting to them, man. We're you know what we're doing, King Richard? We're occupying free real estate in their minds, and it is lovely. It's right near the beachfront in their mind, right? I wonder where Peg's place is. Damn it, I know it's 420 in Australia. And we're going to continue this story, aren't we? We're going to continue this story. Because they're not done, are they, King Richard? They just keep on going and going and going like that fucking bunny rabbit you can never shoot and kill. You know, with the drum, they just keep on going and going and going. King Richard, Cajun Randy says King Richard is fighting too many sheep. He is, but there's one more herder right here. And many more like you, True Seeker. We're all herders of these freaking animals. They're the animals. Well, if you want to look at animals, and I like animals, they're the sheep and we're the fucking sheepdog. We keep them in their fucking place and safe. But they look at it the different way. They look at it like we ain't even sheep. We're all like wild, ravenous, freaking what's that disease that animals get whenever they go crazy? What Old Yeller died from? I know somebody going to tell me.
Rabies.
Rabies. They look at us as animals on rabies. It doesn't matter if we're a squirrel or if we're a lion. We're all on rabies, and they all must be put down eventually. They look at us like, King Richard, you are doing what one of my other heroes, and I can't say heroes. I mean, man, a hero is tough to beat. You and Jersey Watcher are the only ones that I've ever seen go into these meetings and just let it rip. Just let it rip, and I love that, and I love that grit in you. And anybody who doesn't follow your story and understand the corruption that you have faced alone for oh so long, we need to get your story out, and we need to bring your name back. We want what I would want is I would want my whole entire case reviewed. I would want admonished from what a cowardice fucking piece of shit did to me, framed me, used my handicap. And that's another thing. The thing is that what started me all out is the Americans with Disabilities Act and understanding it. So I'm very well versed in Americans with Disability. Very well versed in American with Disability. They have no fucking clue who they fucking woke up here with this fucking get shit. You don't tell me to fucking get. I was cordial that day and I said, yes, I will leave. Only because of circumstances. All right? But no man tells me to get when I have broken no laws. So that's a personal little thing, and I'm going to come back at you, and I'm going to prove that you were wrong 100% legal, like peacefully. I'm going to show you for the piece of shit that you are, for what you did to King Richard and what you tried to do to me. Okay, Stevens, the King's channel. Yes. We've been going on for 2 hours and 17 minutes. Caterpillar, how are you doing, hon? Yes, Caterpillar. How about body cams for every branch of government, including the drinkers of the House and the 3-letter agencies? Absolutely. I want body cams on every one of these sons of bitches. If it's good for the police, with body cams, well, good for some. Not King Richard. What have you been asking for over almost 2 years, King Richard?
Body cam.
Body cams. What the fuck is the matter with you people? Don't you hear? It's read lips. Okay. Gosh. It's belittling. They belittle you. They've been belittling you. And any normal person is going to see that they are so high above you. Just like you say, King Richard, there are people in this county that are just high and mighty, right?
Yeah.
The law never comes for them. And what I've noticed is a lot of people or in government down there. I mean, half the population government workers?
Yeah, probably.
So they're going to protect their own. And it's a very dangerous thing that we're doing. King Richard and I, well, specifically me, King Richard, because he's just in one aspect. See, I'm taking it to another level. King Richard goes in there and he speaks his mind where he should in the county commissioners meetings. He's done it proper over 15, 16 times now. Well, that time is over. We're coming at you and we're going to tell you right in front of your store, hey, we need body cams. Got any body cams in there? Hey, King Richard, I don't see any body cams in there. Do you? Oh, this is an exercise place? Oh, no, that's the wrong place. We need to go down to the gun shop, right? Let's go down to the gun shop and see if he has any body cams in there. I bet he does at his pawn shop. I bet Bobby has body cams down at his pawn shop. Don't you think so?
Got cameras everywhere.
He got cameras everywhere, you say?
Oh, I suppose he does.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure he got that place staked out, right?
Oh, yeah.
See, they think that they're untouchable. They think that there ain't somebody out there that asks commonsensical questions like this and would have the gall to go out there and stand on the sidewalk and film whatever we could see from public. Peacefully talking to each other. I don't want you to interfere with me when I'm standing in front of a fucking store. Leave me and King Richard alone if you know what's good for you. Nothing violent. Class actions and criminal charges, 18 U.S. 242 per se. Civil action, 1983. That's what I mean by coming at you at a different level. So go ahead and try. I dare you to try to wheel this man into jail again because we film in public. Go ahead, because I'm going to be right there. And then you'll find out that you ain't all Billy Badass in the end. We'll take it. Right, King Richard?
Hell yeah.
We'll take it. Because we know that by standing in this, I'm going to be like, remember when you had, certain people with psychological problems don't like to step on cracks? Why? Because of whatever's in their mind, right? We're not going to step on the crack. We're going to be right in the middle of the square of the sidewalk that is distinguishable between any other. See, it's a square right here, right in the middle of the sidewalk, and we're filming. What the fuck is the issue? So please leave us alone so we can carry on our merry way. Isn't this a friendly town? What's the matter with you people? I'm standing on the sidewalk filming. That's what we're going to do, right, King Richard?
Yes.
And the county commissioner wants somebody to do an expose on the dog. We're going to do that too, right?
Going to the dog.
Yeah, we're going to go interview the dog. And I want to hear from the dog's mouth. I don't want to hear his trainer's mouth open. I don't want to hear the sheriff's mouth. I want to talk to the dog. Find out how he's doing. Because because the dog was in a daggum cage that made him 100% safe, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that cage was 100% safe. Until he slammed into another vehicle and broke the fucking dog's teeth out. So I want to go interview this poor victim of an animal. You animal rights activists should be all involved with this. So whenever we go down to interview this poor animal creature, I'm going to ask him how he's doing. How his teeth are doing, see how vicious he looks with his dentures out, right? It's going to be a heart-wrenching interview, right, King Richard?
Yes.
That's when we're doing. That's whenever we turn into journalists, right, King Richard? We're
Yes,
there.
sir.
We're there on an animal cruelty investigation. How cruel it was to slam that car into another vehicle while that puppy was in the fucking back. It should have been a cushioned cage, right? Why would you have all these metal bars wrapped around this dog? Throw some pillows in there, for God's sakes.
One guy.
Right?
One guy wrote most
Yes, True Seeker, the dog will never be the same. Never be the same.
of this in the government.
I want to document this.
Oh,
And you know what, Sheriff? There ain't a fucking thing you could do about it.
no,
Unless I'm in a restricted area. But I'll find that puppy somewhere. I'll do my due diligence and my investigation. Investigation before detention. Investigation before arrest. That's how it works, Sheriff. So I'm going to do my investigation, and King Richard's going to continue to come down there and bug you every once in a while. Keep you earnest, as they say, honest. And I'll do my investigation into you and your little thieves. And one of these days, I'm going to find that poor puppy in his new cop cruiser, probably one of them things that don't run on gas often. Like the sheriff likes to say in the meetings, we're going hybrid. The gas. It doesn't run on the gas anymore. Just like everybody's hepped on the meth. It's a strange dialect that this sheriff speaks. Everything is the first, like the Walmart, and I mean, yes, new radios are encrypted equals less transparency. I agree. But it ain't that big of a town. And I could follow the sound of the whistles. The louder it gets, the closer I am. That's exactly right, Snafu Bar. If the dog was driving, he wouldn't have gotten in the accident. The dog is a better driver than that. Put the fucking cop in the back. Let him bust his teeth out if there's an accident. Holy shit, King Richard, don't get all violent and everything on us with that knife. Have I pretty much summed up the long time that you've been fighting this fight for what?
body cam.
Body cams. Have I summed it up?
Yes, sir.
Everybody on the same picture with the saga of King Richard? This is the 5th saga of King. We've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sagas of King Richard. And it continues. It's kind of surreal living it. Living your own story. I didn't involve myself. They came to me. Thereby, King Richard found me through my video. I didn't come out and look for Talkington. I didn't come out and look for anybody other than trying to figure out how to get my driver's license. So you brought me into this. I'm going to play the fucking cop thing on you. Well, you did this to yourself. No, you did this to yourself. And apparently that new county commissioner all the way to the right, what did he do for 25 years, King Richard?
State trooper.
He was a state trooper, retired state trooper. Who would have thunk? Now, you have a mayor, 26-year-long career in the FBI. You have a fucking corrupt sheriff that spent 12 years as a magistrate, and before that, what was he? A federal marshal. The sheriff was. And then he was a sheriff, deputy. And then he was a magistrate, 12 years, and then he became sheriff. Perfect career. Well, isn't that a career to be proud of? Think about it, man. This is so plain to see, isn't it, King Richard?
Right in front of you.
Right smack dab there, man. You don't have to be too deep in the ocean to turn the light on in this situation, right? It's right in front of your face. You know, you don't need that high intensity light to see the bottom fish, you know, the mile down. It's right there.
They don't have it.
Yes, very good, True Seeker. We're going to go there with a doggy purple heart, King Richard. Right? Let's start the trend of but not purple hearts. Do like a brown heart or whatever that would represent a canine. Yellow. Yeah, a yellow heart. Wounded in action. Well, not action, by the fucking lead foot of a fucking deputy. That's what happened. It's right in front of you, right, King Richard? He was speeding past another vehicle.
Flying.
Going on an emergency warrant. Wait a second. What do you mean, an emergency warrant? Is there such a thing as an emergency warrant? Who knows? But he was flying. He was going to serve that warrant. He was going to let everybody in the county know he was coming. Bet. Including the person he was going to serve the emergency warrant on. So he was flying up around the bend, come upon a vehicle that didn't know what the fuck was happening because he flew up on him so fast around the bend he had no time to react. So what the guy did was turned into him. Did you see the sheriff's face when you mentioned that nobody was charged with that, King Richard?
Not a soul.
Did you see the reaction of him? Wait, I'm going to try to bring this up. I'm going to show you a reaction. I'm going to get you off screen right now, and I'm going to show you a reaction of him. Let me bring it up. Let me find it. It's right here. Talk amongst yourselves. Elkins. Okay, I have to get this up in my VLC player. Regulating Morse code, and that's it. No, that's the meeting. King Richard V. Oh, it's in the episodes. That's right. And we are going to the 5th. Now, I want to show you something.
We have public comments.
Richard DeBock.
Richard, what do you got for us today?
I'm not too scripted today, so if I go past...
Okay, I'm going to fast forward it. Whenever you're speaking. Look at the sheriff. Watch the sheriff. I'm going to play it.
They do. And because if all these people were in any type of real justice system, they wouldn't even be relevant. But anyways, they all rounded the wagons and stuck it to me. So there I am, and that's why I keep coming back. In closing, I'll keep attending meetings, trying my best to get cams, and I'm going to tell everybody I can about the injustice system
in
Randolph County. And I thank you for your time and attention.
Okay. It was before that.
Before I was 21 years, I have no agreement with law enforcement. Nobody's getting there. I think I sent some stuff to the commissioners and to the sheriff, almost going on 2 years. I apologize. And I have no grievance against you.
I'll find it.
But and the sheriff, who has been the most transparent guy.
No, it was before that.
21 years. I think I sent some stuff here to everybody. Anybody I mentioned during my speeches, if they were sitting here right next to me in the chair, I say the same thing.
Watch the sheriff's face.
And if I make some people upset, I'm not going to really apologize. That's the way it's going to be. I think I sent some stuff to the commissioners and to the sheriff about body cams and weird. They're getting body cams over there. They're getting body cams all over the country. I just feel there's a lot of money for body cams here, and I just don't know the reason nobody's getting them. Every time I bring it up, I get totally ignored. I've tried for over a year, almost going on 2 years. I personally feel there's a little bit, way too much favoritism to law enforcement. That's my opinion. With the exception of the Commissioner Seisler, if I pronounce your name right. If I didn't, I apologize. And I have no grievance against you. I don't even know who you are. But, and the sheriff, who has been the most transparent guy I've dealt with in the 21 years I've been here, I got to give him credit for that. The rest of the people mostly I've dealt with in the past have been totally incompetent. Most of them are just there to milk at the system and for free publicity. It seems like out there in the community, since I've gotten hurt and I had to deal with it, before I was just didn't bother anybody. It seems like 50% of the population is barely surviving in Randolph County. The other 40% don't care. And the other 10% are right here in town that all stick together. What happened to me, everybody's aware. Talkington, Knox, and Pennington come out my house. Talkington came in there with an agenda. I don't know what his purpose was or why he had anything against me, but he did. I got a charge I shouldn't have got. My family got harassed and threatened. I don't know how many other people he's done that to. I got no idea. Then I went across the street to the magistrate, the Dyer and Shepherd, and they all stick together. Then I went to the prosecutors who helped them, Parker and Poling, which I don't even know how they even have a law degree, either one of them, but I guess they do. And because if all these people were in any type of real justice system, they wouldn't even be relevant. But anyways, they all rounded the wagons and stuck it to me. So there I am, and that's why I keep coming back. In closing, I'll keep attending meetings, trying my best to get cams, and I'm going to tell everybody I can about the injustice system here in Randolph County. And I thank you for your time and attention.
All right. Anyone else for public comment, Sheriff? Okay.
No, sir.
Okay, it was way before then. I'm gonna start it right from the get-go. Because
I'm not too scripted today, so if
maybe it was right at the beginning.
Past 5 minutes, you just have to let me know. I just wanted to again talk about cams. I just want to make it crystal clear to everybody. Anybody I mentioned during my speeches, if they were sitting here right next to me in the chair, I say the same thing. Unlike some other people, and if I make some people upset, I'm not going to really apologize. That's the way it's going to be. I think I sent some stuff to the commissioners and to the sheriff about body cams.
What I'm going to do is maybe it was. No. All right. We're going to forget about that. Where'd King Richard go? Oh, I know where King Richard went. Here, let's get King Richard back up on here. Let's get King Richard back here. All right, King Richard. I couldn't find it, but the good sheriff, when you mentioned that nobody was charged with the accident that knocked the front teeth out of Hacker, the dog, right? You should have seen, he was like, and I got a real tight close up of him, and you could go ahead and rewind it and later and see what I mean. You hit him there. Why wasn't anybody charged with an accident? Especially, did you see that gray truck? The whole side of it was scorned down the driver's side. So if the gray truck was in the right lane, traveling proper, how did the police car run into his right side unless he was passing and the guy either turned into him or he turned into the guy? right? We're assuming that the man turned into him. How do you know he didn't turn into that guy? Maybe something fucking jumped out in front of him. Maybe he thought something was going to jump out in front of him. He may have cut the wheel into that guy. We aren't being told the truth about that accident. Another layer of corruption, crime, hiding shit. And what the fuck is up with the Morse code at 1:20 in the afternoon at a fucking board county commissioner meeting? Now it's just weird. Where the fuck is that coming from? Next door? You know, somebody said maybe it was coming from the secretary, right? Like the secretary has one right there on her desk. Maybe the secretary has a Morse code thing. All I know is in that meeting there was a Morse code signal that was coming through the speakers and or through the microphone. It was weird. So, King Richard, any last thoughts?
I mean, a nest of crooked bootlicker. I can't even think. I can't even describe the word how corrupt, dirty, and filthy, and rotten these people are. They don't care about anybody but their own ass, their business, and money. They're fucking scum.
Why didn't Lance with a Z choose to be a pawnbroker in his life? What? You got a building built for you. You got shotguns and fucking rifles, everything you can ever need as a man. You got probably night vision goggles and all kind of neat shit in that pawn shop, right? I couldn't imagine what's in the back room. Right? I mean, maybe there's a window that we could look in the back room from the sidewalk. Wouldn't that be great? If there's a one window that looks in the back room, I'm going to put my fucking camera up right up there and see what the fuck is in the back of that room. That'd be funny, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Sons of bitches. I mean, we're doing everything 100% legal. And the thing is we are objecting not only to the use of the money not to get body cams, but the use of enforcement on the population that obviously through the year-end report from the sheriff wasn't that severe of a year in crime. The enforcement percentages went up, like the pulling over and the stopping and all of that, but the crime didn't necessarily rise at the same level. If you're at 100% pulling people over, you would think proportionally that you would increase the amount of crimes that you would charge people with, right? He's up 150% on pulling people over, but his felonies are down 16%. Makes no fucking sense, does it?
It's called
harassment enforcement, step level enforcement. As the sheriff, Bobby, says, these tasers give us a step level enforcement on the public. That's what he said. But in the next sentence, he loves the public. What the fuck are you talking? Again, Eric Brandt, Pope Brandt the First, what the fuck is the matter with you people?
He loves the so much he wraps the hell out of him.
You need to get rid of your son. First off, you need to get rid of that guy, that son of yours, and send him back to Elkins Police Department. That's what you need to do, because he was just hired there not too long ago. How he went from Elkins Police Department to the Sheriff's Department like that? I mean, who does that in their life? Who moves into two positions like that? Think about it. He just got done being hired by the Elkins Police Department not too long ago, right, King Richard?
Yep. Duke of Randolph.
And I'd say within 6 to 8 months, maybe even less, the man is a sheriff deputy making more than any other sheriff deputy hired from that point, including Rocky. Da-da-da, 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 da-da-da. Don't you think Rocky, who looks like he's a little bit more seasoned, would think, well, what the fuck, man? Why ain't I getting the 40,000 and then the 44,000 at the end? I mean, I'm a hardened fucking police officer here. I've been walking the streets, and this little motherfucker comes in there and slides in there at 40 grand. Really? Is that what it appears to be? King Richard, does that seem like it just occurred?
I don't think Rocky's last.
Well, don't we understand why the sheriff slipped out of the room while all this was being discussed? Because legally he wasn't allowed to be there.
Yeah, it's called nepotism.
Nepotism.
It's the ethics thing called. It's the ethic law of nepotism. So that's why he did the sneaking son of a bitch.
Nepotism laws. Yeah.
He knew what he was.
Yeah, they got an attorney to decide. That's what he said. The prosecutor?
Mr. Mike Parker, their favorite.
Mr. Mike Parker, he's an attorney?
He's Porky, what I call the prosecuting attorney for Randolph County. Dirtier than whatever.
Do you see how deep this goes, people?
Goes deep.
Do you see every time we turn around, King Richard is splitting something else on me here? What the fuck? This is why he calls me at 2 o'clock in the morning. He gets up and he says, man, I forgot about that. I got to get a hold of Matt, even if it is a text message or whatever, just so that I don't fucking forget. Ping, 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 ping. I'm like, damn, Richard, what the fuck? 2 a.m. But that's how important it is to me. I'll answer this man's phone call any day. He's there. He's there fighting it, man. And I feel like staying on here for so much longer just to talk to you and get the word out. But I know that you have needs. And we've been on for about 3 hours now. And I thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
I appreciate your time that you spend in there fighting in the arena, because you are going to war every time you go in that place. And you're very respectful. You're hard-hitting in what you say, but you're respectful when you say it. And you're a man because you step up and say, hey, I don't care what you say about me, and you shouldn't really care what I say about you. So let's get down with it. So, thank you very much, King Richard. Everybody say good night to King Richard. Thank you again. I'm going to let you go.
Bye-bye.
Wow, that was something, wasn't it, folks? That was really something. And you wonder why I smoke. They're hoping that I fucking die. That's what they're hoping. I hope that motherfucker has a heart attack. Well, you know what? I ain't going to have a heart attack until I'm done with you motherfuckers. I'm gonna watch you people. Me and King Richard, we're on a mission. And it's a righteous mission. A peaceful mission. I can't say it enough. We're peaceable people. And yes, Cajun Randy said King Richard is a patriot, a true patriot. So we're going back to the living room. Thank you, everybody, for coming into the Bunkhole tonight. I'm planning a lot of things, man. Thin Blue Line Slayer and I are really getting our heads together with some really unique ideas. And I think that you're going to really like it. It's going to be fun. Semper's Bunkhole is going to expand. Can't say Semper's Bunkhole. Got to get away from Semper. It's Tugga McNuts. You guys got to help me with that. I'm so used to calling myself Semper because Semper Fidelis. Semper Fidelis in Latin is always faithful. That's why I called myself Semper Fidelis, Matt. Always faithful me, Matt. It's no disrespect. It's that I am always faithful. And I hope I can put that name, respected name, to rest. I know a lot of Marines don't like me using it, and I can understand. So I'm going to kind of rebrand myself again, and I got my other channel over there on the other side, and I'd hope you would subscribe because I'm going to do a lot of my bunkhole over there, and I'm going to do what Thin Blue Line Slayer and I are going to do on the auditing channel is amazing. It's going to be an amazing thing what Thin Blue Line Slayer and I have coming. I'm hoping. We got a lot of logistics to handle, but come springtime, I'm gonna hit you with something, and it's unique, and it's going to be fun, and it's going to be auditing, but it isn't going to be auditing like you know it. Yes, we have the picnics. We're going to be doing picnics. Thin Blue Line Slayer and I are, and we're going to have guest picnickers. Guests. The people that we're waiting for. We're just sitting here fishing, waiting to fish. So, there's a whole bunch of stuff going to happen in the springtime. So I'm going to rebrand my name again. Well, not again, but rebrand my name, Tugga, the Underground Auditor. T-U-G-A, the Underground Auditor. My last name is McNuts, M-C, capital N-U-T-T-Z. McNuts. Tugga McNuts. And I got that off of somebody in my chat. Somebody said in my chat one night, you know what the Underground Auditor is? Tugga. And I was like, Tugga. Now, I've been looking for, like Rogue Nation, he is totally cool. Rogue Nation does majorly awesome, right? So I've been thinking, when a cop asks me what my name is, what would I say? I'm tired of saying good. I don't ever say good citizen because it's so generic. And, always being creative and developing me as an auditor, I got to think of different things. That's why I love freaking media. He's funny. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? I just love the one he says it. It's so funny. What are you doing? Who are you? Who are you? I love it. See, them are little catchphrases that I just love because I'm old school. And I love them little things, right? And I think Tugga McNuts will work. What is your name, sir? Tugga. Tugga? Yeah, it's an unusual name. That's right, Tugga. Okay, what's your last name? McNuts. McNuts. I mean, come on, it's funny. Okay. I'm going to try to put, the Thin Blue Line Slayer and I'm going to try to put the fun in auditing. We're going to try to really make auditing fun. And that doesn't sound right about Thin Blue Line Slayer, does it? It's like Thin Blue Line Slayer, that they ain't going to go off. No. Thin Blue Line Slayer is not. Believe me, I know the Thin Blue Line Slayer, and I know that he was pissed off when that cop come up and tried to bust through his house. Wasn't you? Okay. I love Thin Blue Line Slayer, man, and I think that him and I can do some things. We're working on it. So that's it. The end of the evening is here, and thank you for everybody for coming into the bunkhole. And you know how I always end it. Yeah. Oh, John D. Nicola, thank you. True Seeker, Cajun Randy, Step Boy, Dave Stevens is out. And Blue Line Slayer, Rage and Candy, The Tribe, True Seeker, Caterpillar, yes, Frankie, The Fixer, thank you for coming into Bunkhole. Okay, let's see who else was in here. I know Ellie was in here. Thank you, King Richard, for being here and explaining your situation the best you can. It's an important thing, I believe. Who else was in here? I'm going to go all the way to the top because Lion One. Yeah, Lion One. I love her to death. Beautiful, beautiful person. Very smart too. Graham B, Transparency, and Howard Clegg. Did I miss Howard Clegg? I don't think I missed, but I must have. How are you doing, Howard Clegg? Yes. Upstate South Carolina News was here. Yeah. Power 2084 is just a non-believer in aliens. Sorry about that, but they're everywhere. Aliens are running everywhere. Keep an open mind, Power 2084. And I think that's about it. Yep, that's about it. Thank you very much. Good night. And stream.